Hello and welcome to another quarantine episode of the Bald and Beardiful. I'm Chris.
I'm Bryce.
I'm bald.
I'm Beardiful. And we're doing something kind of new today. We're not playing with the questions. We don't have any sports to talk about.
See, that totally started off differently. You said we're not playing, and I was waiting for you to say with ourselves. I really was waiting for it.
Well, good God. I have no comment to that. I don't know. I don't have a follow-up to that statement. That's ridiculous. Don't know why your mind was going to go there.
I just assumed that you were going to do that. Like it's
Uh-huh.
it's not necessarily a comment on my mind, more of an
Uh-huh.
assumption on you. Like
Well,
it's more
you
of a
know what
reflection
happens.
on you.
You know what happens when you assume. You make an ass out of you. That's it. Just you.
All right, so back to it. New segment.
Yeah, what we're gonna call this one because I don't
Uh,
want to go with the obvious.
I mean, a Florida man.
Yeah, we're basically just gonna run through a few of our birthdays and some family birthdays and look at the supposed headline of the day. And the site I'm on right now is myfloridamanstory.com. It seems consistent in the terms of you pick a day and it'll come up with the headline, choose a different day, come up with a new headline, go back to the same day that you were just on, and it's the same one. So it's not like it's refreshing every single time.
So you're
So
not
I think
just
it makes,
throwing it
huh?
into Google, like
Oh,
because
I
you could
did.
just throw it into Google and it'll do that.
Well, I threw it into Google and Google came up with a website, and this website seems to work. It says the daily My Florida Man story.
Okay.
You want to start off with yours? So I think what we'll do is we'll read them, give our thoughts, and move on. See if we can make it funny.
Yeah, because I do get your daily Florida man story, but I also get a different one if I just search for a particular day. So let's see. You can go ahead and read it, and I'll read what came up for me.
All right, sounds good. Well, starting on your birthday, sound good?
Sure.
All right. So the one I got says Florida man shooting at target in backyard, hits neighbor sitting at dining room table. I mean, I could see it happening in Florida, but that could happen in so many other places.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends, right? Because like Florida is a gun rights state, so lots of you know what I mean. Lots of people have guns, right? Um, Known for some really crazy shit, but I could totally see like somebody like target practice. Like I guess it depends on like how big your backyard is. Like, is it like a typical like planned like cookie cutter box community where like your backyard's like 3 feet by 3 feet and and you're shooting at a target and you miss and it almost hit your neighbor, or is it like you have a bit of a backyard and it just kind of you got a stray shot going?
Not only that, you have no idea what he's shooting through. Is that backyard blocked off by a cinder block wall, by a bush, by a fence? And does this like just prove, or is it hollow points that will break inside of a wall or get stopped by a wall?
Yeah, because as they
It's
hit,
like
they expand, so therefore it
use
slows
the
down. But I'm pretty sure it still. I mean, for the most part, I think it still goes through. It'll go through a wall, depending
yeah,
upon the
but
caliber.
the idea is that you use the proper ammunition for home protection. So I
Yes,
mean that because you don't want to be shooting at a burglar and have it go into any other room in the house.
this actually reminds me of a like of a true story actually, where involving me and Pete, where Pete actually was loading a shotgun and it accidentally discharged, went through our sliding glass, blew out the sliding glass door, across the courtyard, went through two walls, and went through two walls, a dresser, and then luckily the neighbor had gotten up to get a glass of water because it had gone through the mattress and like stopped in her box spring, but would have hit her had she been actually in the bed at the time. So
So he almost
crazy.
killed someone.
Almost. Yeah, it wasn't actually. It was deemed that it wasn't his fault. Like through the whole thing, like it was investigated. whole deal, right? In the end, not his fault. It turned out the firing cap was worn. It was just an older shell for the shotgun, and
That's rough.
it happens. It's just something that you got to be careful. I mean, it wasn't something he necessarily could have controlled. So, but at the same time, check your equipment, check your ammunition. But like the whole thing, like it was pretty crazy story. It's looking back on it now, you're like, oh crap, that's pretty nutty. But had somebody actually been hurt, obviously wouldn't be telling the story. Since everybody's okay, can definitely tell the story.
Yeah. There's a big difference. Did everyone survive? Great. Then we can put it on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much.
What did yours come up with?
So hold on. So let me. This whole like not having my mouse kind of is.
Chris is having some mouse issues via him not charging it.
Let's see. Here we go. This is January 1. This is January 1, 2020. Let me click here. And it goes, naked Florida man bites canine, punches and spits on deputy.
That sounds a little more Florida. I mean, did you ever see Snow Dogs? You're supposed to bite the dog on the ear.
No.
You haven't seen that one? I don't remember the actor's name, but he's in Florida. I think he's a dentist, and something happens. I think he gets a letter from like his father dies or something, or his mother, and he has to go to Alaska, and he's being taught how to snow dog race, and everyone keeps telling him, you got to bite the dog on the ear. And like the spoiler alert, he doesn't do it until like the end of the movie, and like this dog is giving him whatever, and he finally just bites him on the ear in front of one of the people who's been telling him to do it, and he goes, I can't believe you bit that dog on the ear. That's what everyone keeps telling me to do. Yeah, but no one actually knows anyone who's actually done it. Like what in the heck?
So all right, let's move on. What's yours?
Mine reads, Florida man tries to execute pregnant wife by rigging car battery to front door. I mean, It's innovative. Not saying it's right, but it's innovative.
So bad. Drugs are bad. Drugs are a real bad thing. That's all I gotta say with that one. I can't imagine, like,
people are indeed insane. What'd you find?
I didn't do yours yet. Now let me.
You gotta get on it.
Shh. Nobody asked you.
I did. Yeah, we asked each other to do this beforehand. And
let's see, for December of 2019, December 31st, Florida man crashes into bar to steal Dr. Pepper.
Why just Dr. Pepper?
I don't
There's
really.
so many other things. I mean, take the bar stools or something. Like, you've crashed into a bar just for the Dr. Pepper. Are there better choices? I mean, besides convenience stores or a grocery store? Because like if you go into like a bar or even a restaurant or a fast food place, you're going for the syrup. All those places mix their syrup with their soda.
Yeah.
The next one I got is for March 17th. It's my grandmother's birthday and also St. Patrick's Day. So you can look that one up while I'm reading this one. Florida man who burned caged cat, fed it to dogs, gets no jail time. Wow. And I don't know if it's a picture of the dude or just a regular picture, but he's just looking down at the ground. What kind of sick person would do. I mean, I'm actually surprised it wasn't a gator, but still. But no jail time? You think that's right?
No, not at all. Not
Okay.
even close. But stranger
If you
things
said
have
yes,
happened.
we lost all 2 followers we have.
All 2 followers. Um. So I got Florida man who was peeing all over room attacks Good Samaritan who tried to stop him.
It's hard to confront someone while they have their junk out, I would say. So head off to that guy. No, you don't
I've
think
just
so?
oh no, I've had a few college friends do things of that nature, whether it's in a closet or just in a corner somewhere and that they're just way too drunk. Um, just, no, never approach them midstream, especially like we've always seen those movies where they just turn and
Yeah.
then they're now peeing on you.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, I'm not looking to do that whatsoever.
Hey man, your dresser won't flush. What?
Yeah, pretty much.
Here, I got May 3rd up for shout out to our sister.
All right, May 3rd.
So says Florida man who told cop he may have some needles between his cheeks arrested on drug charges. I mean, any chance that's the cheeks on his face? No, nothing. No.
I just can't imagine putting needles between your butt cheeks. Like that's just not a.
He may.
He may. Sorry, allegedly. Allegedly.
If you want to feel around and see what you come up with.
This is actually pretty befitting of our sister. Mine is a Florida man invites police to smoke pot while showing off his marijuana plant.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know all the states where it's even legal now. I know Cali's
Not in
like
Florida.
recreational, not in Florida.
Still not in Florida. Funny though. So we used to read this because actually this is right at ASU, right? Like I went to ASU, and in the ASU like college newspaper, whatever, they used to do arrest stories from like the weekend and whatever. And if anybody knows anything about ASU, like relatively big on the social social life, social atmosphere, right? So plenty
Mm-hmm.
of people partying and getting arrested. I do remember reading one in the college newspaper that a student got while being arrested because his like RA um, basically called the cops because they smelled marijuana coming from his room, right? So when the cops approached and knocked on the door and asked him if he had any marijuana in the room, he said no because he had smoked it all.
Hey, it reminds me of the beginning of Super Troopers.
Littering and
littering and freaking just ate 2 was it like 2 full bags of weed and mushrooms.
Nope. That's a hard pass, Big Shoots.
Yeah, don't do that. All right, I got I'm double dipping on the birthdays because we have 2 people with birthdays on this day, November 17th.
You just skip over July.
Yeah, I'll skip over July. I wasn't going in any particular order, just whatever comes to mind first.
So
and
November 17th.
Yeah, this one's just kind of it's sad and weird, and you're just wondering what the heck. Florida man accidentally shoots woman in the head, killing her during freaky sex session at Tampa hotel. What kind of kink do you need if that involves a gun?
Don't know.
It's just sad. It's so messed up.
This one's even worse. This was pretty bad. This was pretty bad.
This is just a really bad day.
It is. It goes, Florida man removes woman's kidney during back surgery because he thought it was a tumor.
Why so many questions. Like, was he the doctor? Why was he?
I think this goes to show why you should not get your surgeries off of Groupon.
And aren't kidneys taken out through the front?
I don't know. I've never removed a kidney before.
I'm going based
Next
off
episode.
shows.
Next episode, we'll see about removing a kidney and figure out the best.
No, because through the show Justified and a couple others, there's always an incision on the front of the abdomen where they go in to get the kidneys. So how do you take out the kidneys through? I mean, I'm sure you can. It's not like I'm sure
Well, your
it's not
kidneys
impossible.
are exposed to the rear. Like it's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
what I'm
your rib
saying.
cage is encasing. Yeah, your rib cage stops well
But
before your kidneys.
it's just like if that was the doctor, how did he confuse the kidneys with a tumor?
I
And
don't
if
know.
it wasn't the doctor, why is this person doing surgery on the woman? Was it a woman? Or man?
Yes, woman.
Yeah. Why was it like? Why was she even letting a random person cut her open?
Don't know.
What's the next day? What did you want to go back to July?
Sure, we can do July.
And we want to start with the second because we got like five. We got four birthdays in that.
Who has 4 birthdays in July?
You got Dad, Paula, Pat, Brandon.
That's why I keep track of it on Facebook.
Yeah. Yes. I knew those before Facebook. For the second, I got Florida man dresses as pirate, arrested for firing musket at passing cars. You're on something. You have to be on something to go full on pirate. Find them. Like he had to go out and find a musket, or did he just already?
Not that hard to find a musket.
Yeah, but you have to have that. That's a plan, though. That's get a musket, dress up as pirate. Like it's not just a random assortment of like it all came together. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you're doing it in reverse. It wasn't like planned to be a pirate. It could be that he like had a musket, somehow acquired a musket, whether he purchased it, inherited it, found it, whatever. It could have gone in that direction, right? It started with the musket and then evolved into full piracy.
Fire the cannons. What?
I got what here. He goes, Florida man sits on gun, shoots himself in the penis.
Oh man.
Is it really a Florida man at that point?
Nope. Well, it depends on how much it took off, I guess.
Yeah. I got another one. This one sounds like it might be pretty good.
Same day?
Same day. Florida man arrested for pelting girlfriend with McDonald's sweet and sour packets.
I didn't want to hurt her, just wanted her to know.
Yep. Which is this one? This isn't November 17th, but this is too good not to share. It's actually November 15th, I believe. But this is Florida man accused of putting semen in coworker's water. Ew.
It sounds like a Jackass moment.
I mean, it also sounds like who's drinking cloudy water?
It's Florida, all of them.
I mean,
Flint, Michigan.
Let's say if it was in Flint, Michigan, I'd give them that. But I mean, you have places like Clearwater, Florida. Come on.
I'm on July 5th. I got I think this is
we should do the 4th of July though, because I'm sure there's gonna. Not that it's a birthday, but just that has to be a good date for some good stuff.
Yeah, I'll switch over because this one wasn't even that great, or it wasn't even that wasn't that weird. 4th of July, Florida man keeps wife's corpse on ice to collect her Social Security benefits.
Oh, okay, so that at least that was still very nefarious, but could be so much worse.
Yeah, there's so many questions. I mean, I've heard of the fraud before, people still collecting checks after they've died. Why keep the body? Like, what are you possibly going to use it for later? Oh, look, she's still here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. That is a valid point. I didn't really go there. I was just like, man, I'm done. No.
Yeah, no, because like, I mean, what, you're going to take new pictures? Look, this is us at the snow in the mountains.
I mean, Weekend at Bernie's, freezing. Man. Somebody seeing Weekend at Bernie's one too many times, right?
Just throw the sunglasses on her and
But I
get the
mean,
strings
I guess
going.
if somebody came around to like say like, hey, you know, is she still here? You could put her in, like, dress her up and put her in bed and say, yeah, she's sleeping if you want to see her, I guess.
I mean, you can come in, but she's getting something out the cooler at the moment.
uh,
It's dark, but it's still funny. You going for the 4th?
Unable to wait until July 4th, Florida man blows off fingers.
That was my my 5th one. Firework blows off Florida man's fingers on Merritt Island. Merritt.
I'm trying to see where this one is from. I mean, there's a few of them. If I scroll through this and it has related articles, I mean, it's not just the 4th of July. It has other dates where people apparently fireworks in Florida are a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
July 8th, our uncle, R.I.P., says.
Did we do July 5th?
That was my firework blown up in the hand was July 5th for me.
Let's see.
Mine was for the 8th. Florida man with no pants is arrested after a pursuit. Again, chasing the pantless.
See, you got another one for the 5th, though. The Florida man accused of impersonating a law enforcement officer while trying to pull over a real deputy.
Oh, man. That's an episode of The Rookie. Well, not a full episode. It's like a scene from The Rookie. Yeah, what you got for the 8th?
This one isn't the 5th or the 8th. This one's the 11th, but it's too good not to share, right?
Which one is it?
It's Florida man with no arms charged with stabbing man with scissors.
I mean, no one says you have to stab him with your hands.
I guess.
You can hold them with your toes, hold it with your mouth.
How do you get? Yeah, but I mean, but he was unarmed. Yeah, I went there.
Oh my God.
All right, let's see. What did you get for the 8th?
No, Florida man with no pants is arrested after pursuit.
Florida man says lighting firecrackers under child's bed is a prank gone wrong.
No. Did you light the bed on fire?
I don't know. That's all. I'm not trying to read into that.
What else we got? We got the 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a scary picture. Of course, Florida man fights for rights to keep 47-year-old pet gator. That's a full-on Florida story.
Yeah.
Honestly, I gotta wonder if these are even real. Like you read so many of these, you have to wonder.
Yeah, I got one here. This is a 71-year-old Florida man tied a gun to a weather balloon to fake his own murder.
What's the plan?
I don't know. I've never tried to fake my own murder with a weather balloon before.
And my only thought is he shoots himself with the balloon. Well, that would, and then let the gun tied to the weather balloon, and the gun goes away, so like it doesn't look like a suicide. But then again, what you don't if you're gonna fake a murder, you also don't actually kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
unless you really wanted to, because you know.
I mean, he is 71.
You can go to jail.
You know, the worst part of this is that I was like, oh, this is horrible. I was like sitting there like, why would you use a weather balloon? Why wouldn't you use a drone?
Because you still have to control the drone when it's over.
I mean, best laid plans, right? Whatever. Just saying. Like, I think he is 71, so I don't think he may not necessarily know what a drone is, or have a drone that's capable of carrying something with that much weight, right?
I mean, it's just so many questions. So many questions.
So many questions, so little answers.
Yeah. What's the next day? What else we got? You got one? What's the next day? I'm the one thinking of all the days here. You have to contribute.
I've already contributed.
Give me a day.
Every day. Let's go February 25th.
Who's this?
Pete and my wife. They share a birthday.
Florida man appears to vape his friend's.
What? No. Is it
Hang on.
pubes? Is it
No.
pubes?
Nope. It says ejaculate.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah.
It's even worse. It's even worse.
I mean, is it worse if it's his friend's or his own? Which one would be worse? I'm not saying either one is good.
Nope. Nope.
No,
nope.
just no.
Just no. I'm gonna say no.
I had to read that slow because as I was reading, like, this can't say what I think it's gonna say. Wow.
Well, wasn't it? It was in the league when they talk about the time in college that they gave Andre a joint of their pubes, and how he got super high off of.
Yeah, he framed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he inadvertently convinces Taco that you can get high off smoking your pubes. What you got for the 25th?
Florida man arrested for allegedly throwing cookie at girlfriend.
It's definitely not the worst thing you could throw at someone.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah.
I didn't know you can be charged for this. So I got a March 27th. It's a birthday of one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I didn't know this was a charge, but it's still a weird freaking headline. Florida woman charged with incest after having baby with brother. I just didn't know that was a charge.
Yeah, it's illegal.
What you got for the 27th?
Which 27th? Wait, of what?
March.
27th of March. Let me see here. February. Florida man sprayed other inmates with urine.
Oh, God. The first thing that comes to mind, which obviously wouldn't happen because if he's an inmate, he doesn't have access to this, is that little, like, that pump with the weed spray. He has, like, the little wand. You can hose it down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think that's it.
No, it definitely wasn't it. It's just the first thing that came to mind. It was like, that'd be so freaking weird.
Here's one. Florida. This is for the 28th, but I just can't. Florida man who allegedly threatened family with Coldplay lyrics ends standoff after SWAT promises him a pizza. There's a lot to unpack there. A lot. Threaten them with
crazy
Coldplay lyrics?
I'm not even gonna say anything. But
who listens to Coldplay?
I think that's why he threatened him with it, because he knew.
Jeez. Oh man.
I have a March 28th one. Florida woman mistakes 37-week pregnancy for bad Chinese food. So the entire time she just thought she had a stomach ache.
That shit happens all the time, though. Like, you hear about the toilet babies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Isn't there a show I didn't know I was pregnant or something?
I think there was.
I've never seen the show, but the concept of it seems a little weird. Just because you can't film them while they are pregnant because they didn't know they were pregnant.
Yeah, so it's all a reenactment?
It's all after the math, telling the story, reenactment.
That's a good point. Yeah.
All right. Should we do one more?
Sure.
Which day should we do?
What's another good? Do May the 5th. Cinco de Drinko.
Cinco de Drinko.
I'm sure something good happens.
And shout out to Cody. Florida man interested in getting tased runs.
What? Were those words?
I don't know. Hang on. This is worded. I don't know if I'm just saying this word wrong or this just doesn't make any sense. It says Florida man interested in getting tased runs through airport in underwear waving nunchucks.
Yeah, he wants to get tased. Like, don't tase me, bro.
Yeah, it's
Except for he wants to be tased, so he ran through an airport, which we know is secure.
Okay, there should be a comma here. That's why it's throwing me off. It's like, there's no comma between tase and run. Florida man interested in getting tased runs through airport in underwear waving nunchucks. That's why it's like, this is not right.
It's the difference between getting first-hand job experience and first-hand job experience. Brought to you by Punctuation.
There was another one that was good like that. It was like I like eating babies and hate punctuation.
What?
Yeah, it's just the way you read it, it depends on where you put the comma.
Oh yeah.
What you got for that day? We can finish this out.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. Florida man arrested for refusing to remove "I eat ass" sticker from his truck.
I heard about that one actually.
Stupid. So stupid.
I remember seeing that on, like, I don't know, Taj.0 or Ridiculousness or something, and the justification the cop gave was like, what am I supposed to tell my son, like, when he reads this? I'm like, tell him whatever you want. Like, what are you going to do about it? It's not like it's only offensive to you because depending on how old the kid is, he definitely doesn't know what it means.
Yeah. Still.
Anyway. We done here?
Sure, we can be done here.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, guys. This has been the Bald and the Beardiful. Follow us on YouTube. Hit the like. Hit the share button. Share this with some people. Hit the notification bell. Find us at the Bald and Beardiful at gmail.com. We're on Facebook with the Bald and Beardiful. I think hopefully we'll get an Instagram here going soon enough. Anything you want to add?
Pants aren't optional. All right. Until next time, guys.
Have a good one.